Yo, what's up, you man? Big Regg, you know what it is, Big Talk. Here, we talk to some of the biggest, man, and I got another one right here. This guy is, he's a well-known comedian. He's been an inspiration to a lot of comedians up and coming. He's helped a lot of comedians that you know, big guys. He's responsible for a lot of them getting on, man. My man TK Kirkland, what's going on?
What's going on, Raz?
What's good with you?
Raz, a pleasure. You know, when I came in here and I realized how long your team has been together for 20 years, that means I've known you about 15, 20 years.
Yes, you know me, about close to 20, like 17 years.
Wow, man, that went by fast.
Yeah, when did 50 move here? Because we went over to 50 house.
Right, yeah.
When he had the cookout for his grandmother.
Sure did.
Yeah, so we know each other for a long time, man. So now, knowing you for a long time, I seen you moving, man. I seen all the movements. You always been a go-getter.
Yes.
I don't want to say a hustler. I know you're a hustler, but you're a go-getter. Some people will look at TK and say, yo, he's a celebrity, he famous, but I don't know why. I haven't seen him in these big movies, seen him in Baller Blocking. I haven't seen him in a movie since. But you're just as, like people see you and they know you just as much as the other people. How do TK keep himself relevant?
Well, I'm on every damn thing. I'm on every show. It seems like, definitely this year I'm going to do that. But it all started from the Breakfast Club. Let's shout out to Charlamagne, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee. Started out with you guys. It started out with, radio stations, and when you're talking real stuff and when you're honest with who you are, that transcends into the community. They pick up on it. And when you got the streets behind you, you can't lose. Yeah. So I got the streets behind me, always had the streets behind me. And as I've grown, I've evolved in this game of business and entertainment. So what I do is the knowledge that I get, the knowledge that I obtain from, because I study all the time, I give it to the kids and try to make sure that they get their money right, understand their health, which is very important, and know how to treat a woman and know how to leave a woman. And because you got to know how to leave a woman too.
Now, you got to know how to leave a woman.
Yeah, see, some guys leave women in shambles or disrespect. But if your girl cheats on you, you ain't got to beat her up. You ain't got to shoot her. You ain't got to shoot the grandmother. You got to be a man and control your emotions. I've always said this, and if people have been following me, learn to control your emotions. We all pump blood. We all are jealous of someone, and we all hate. It's just that we're human. The goal is to get your mindset to control your emotions, and that way you don't put yourself in a situation, end up in jail or dead. Because life is tricky. I was talking to a young lady, gorgeous girl, yesterday, and she said, I told you I was going to go on a date or something. Yeah. And she said that she was looking for a boyfriend and husband because she's looking for a new house. I said, so you looking for a guy to help you with the bills, or do you want a man? Her answer was in silence. So I said, oh, you just want somebody to help pay the bills? I said, so I got something for you. So if you get your house and you got a man moving with you, he starts helping you pay the mortgage. If you sell the home, will you give him half the profit? And she said, no. And I said, that's wrong, babe. But I said, a lot of you women think like that.
So why should he help you with the mortgage if he can't?
I said, a lot of you women will let a guy come in, he'll pay the mortgage. If you have a falling out, you'll say, F him, he can't get nothing. But in actuality, he contribute to the mortgage. So to the men who are listening to this, not that I don't want you to love your girl, but get something in writing, get something in paper, because love is love, sex is sex, business is business. That protects you putting money into that home, because you're walking away for, sometimes depending on the house, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Now you saying how to leave a person. Yes, you got to control your emotions.
Yeah.
Some people be in the heat of the moment of whatever it is.
Right.
So now, how do you leave her without your emotions?
Well, one, you got to have your life together, right? You got to have good credit. See, because most people get mad at the girl, but if they got to leave and their life ain't together, meaning your credit not good, you don't have no money, so now you need a co-signer for a car. You need a co-signer to get an apartment. You need these co-signers, and you're grown. It's a horrible feeling when you need a co-signer when you're grown. Man. You feel what I'm saying? So with anybody, you have to have an exit plan if you just think. So if a man gets with a woman, yeah, love her, but make sure you get your credit good, make sure you get yourself together so that if something go wrong,
so you got even if you try. So when you come into this relationship with the woman, I mean, can you truly build on that relationship working on an exit plan?
Yes, you can, because if you go in without an exit plan, you're considered a fool.
So, but it's not like planning for failure?
It doesn't mean that's how the world will want you to think. The world will say to you, you're planning for failure, but that's not the case. You're grown. You know, it's just like having life insurance. Like, you know you're going to die one day, right? And you can't say to yourself, oh, I'm planning to die. No, you know one day is inevitable, you're dying.
Yeah.
So it's good to have insurance to cover expenses, doesn't put your family in a bad situation. And just like in a marriage or a relationship, if you have your life together and it doesn't go right, because the relationships sometimes go, and you got statistics to show you. Do you know you know what, baby? We didn't work out, but at least you know you ain't falling on your face.
And I think a lot of relationships, that's where it goes bad, when both people are not financially stable. I think that's where it is. Because if I'm rich and she rich and it don't go right, it's like, the hell with you, I'm good. I'm not going to suffer. He's like, I'm not going to suffer either. Well, let's go our separate ways.
Everybody going to say, but when people are struggling, and one, you shouldn't really try to move in with each other if you're struggling.
Two struggles don't equal success.
Where's the peace? See, the date it should be fun, bowling, golf, sex. You're looking at the one that's in the house first. You know, they're about to cut the lights off. They're about to cut cable off. Or the kids can't get lunch because we haven't paid X, Y stuff.
So it's no coming together and building wealth together?
You can do that too. You know, it takes luck to meet a girl and a guy who can build together. You really have to be humble people and have a beautiful personality to make that work. To me, from what I've seen in my lifetime, because it can happen. And the people I've seen that do that, their spirits, the way they move is just so nice. Like, you look at them and just say, they're just nice people. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want nothing else. They just, as long as they got clothes, you know, they don't need a lot of clothes. As long as they got food, they got a lot of love. And, you know, you wish the best for people like that. When I see the women that I used to date, I see myself that I have evolved in life.
Okay.
And when I see that, because I don't really like most of the women I used to date 10, 15 years ago. Not that they're not attractive. I have evolved. Some people don't evolve. So I like what I see in myself. I don't tell them that. But when I see them, I'm looking and I'll go, wow, T, you would never like this person today. Because I'm all over the world. You know me as a friend. Yeah. You go on my Instagram, I'm in a different city every 3-4 days.
Yeah. And I was going to ask you that. I see on your podcast, the TK Kirkland podcast, you give a lot of relationship advice, life advice.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay. And a lot of it be good advice.
Yes.
I'm like, so where did you learn this from? You don't got a PhD in it. So is this life experiences?
Life experiences. And life experience and common sense. Yeah, and just common sense. What you see when you travel this world, a lot of people don't have common sense. Some men do. When I'm on my podcast, the things I hear young brothers do, like one dude had a baby with a girl, and he said the condom broke. And I gave him gas. I said, who you think you talking to? I said, ain't a penis in this country sharp enough to punch a hole through a condom? I said, what you did, you punched a hole in the condom, you put it on, and as you stroking, the hole gets bigger, and you got a woman pregnant. He confessed, he said, you right? I said, yeah, I know you're right, because I done it. You know what I'm saying?
The hole in it
I poked the hole, because you want to feel it. You know, it was a childish mistake. But I wanted to feel it. But I done it, you know, a little whole boom, put it on, hey baby, you know, and do my thing. And then and she into it, but you know, it's bad, but it was a turn on. You know, like some women like to be choked. You know, I don't choke you. But like the gentleman who got went to jail because he killed his girlfriend because he choked her too hard. You know, now it's manslaughter. You know, any woman will ever say to me, choke me, I'm gonna stop and like get dressed. You ain't setting me up. You gotta get out of here. I ain't choking nobody.
All right, so now, it's always say, do you always hear dudes say, yeah, I got this woman, or I fucked this woman, or I did that. And I always thought, men never fuck women. The woman fuck the man.
No. Whoever got the dick does the fucking.
But she choose to fuck you though.
No. That's I don't think it's
a
that
woman.
way.
You don't think a woman choose?
A man has so many choices that he pursues the girl, and you got to have enough game to convince a woman that you're worthy. And see, and most women, no disrespect to female, but most women are easy to fuck, especially if she meets a man who's a habitual liar. The guy who's the best liar can pull the baddest female, because women are into words. See, women listen, they fall on words without doing their due diligence, find out if that guy is solid. Does he have a job? Does he have a wife? Is he cheating on the other girl? Does this guy really love me? You know, and some women will wait 2 or 3 years to try to figure it out. Or I left my wallet at home. Inconsistency with phone calls. So when it comes to relationship, a man chooses his wife. A woman chooses her boyfriend. That's the way life has always been. Men know who they want to marry. This is a fact.
Okay, so
yeah, this is a true fact.
But still, when you having sex with a woman, you can't have sex without her wanting to. Like they say, women know if they're gonna sleep with you or not at the
That's
time
so
that
true.
they meet you.
But you can fuck that up.
By what you say.
With things come out of your mouth, the way you, with anything that you say, the way you move a certain way, and even if she don't wanna fuck you, if your game is so smooth, the way you smell, the complexion, you at the club, you buying champagne, you showing her nothing but attention, you laying in the cut, you're not loud and you everywhere, you know. She get in your whip, it smells good in there, you know, you got the air fresheners, you got the sinking leather seats and stuff. And it don't even have to be a real nice car. I've been out of the country and I seen men pull women in the Netherlands, and a bitch got on a mountain bike on her back and pulled off into the sun. I swear to God I seen this. And I'm at the Ritz-Carlton and these people in my lobby and I'm talking to the girls and I'm thinking, what's their mindset? They don't care about rich people. They just want a man to have good character and be a good person. Here is about money, success. In other countries, man, they don't care.
So if the man who lies the best get the baddest chicks, what do honesty get you?
Here's the thing about the world. You give me an example. A lot of people think Michael B. Jordan is corny. Women.
Yeah.
Oh, is he corny as hell? And when you see him in his interviews, he do look corny, right? He don't have this right, but he's gonna, if he picks the right woman, he'll have a great relationship. If he picks someone that understands street and edginess, he's not the right guy, because his mother really raised him right. And and once you get that out in the world, that he's just a real nice guy, women really, they think they want a badass, a gangster, until you got to go to jail and put your hand on the window and hold him for a minute. Your son want to talk to you. He come from around the corner and get on the phone with you. You know, but if you can find a corny dude that got swag, that got the minivan, got the platinum credit card, know how to take you on trips, know how to take you down to the Caribbean, make sure that you dress nice, make sure you got red bottoms, but he could fuck you good too. The women's got to really start going towards the nerd kind of guy and give him game and teach him how to be a fly person, because Messing with men who are street savvy but not well educated can really set you back.
What's your take on the entertainment business now? You back in the day, you was on tour with Rough Riders. You was on tour with Cash Money.
Yes,
you was in NWA.
Yes.
You was in Baller Block and Movie, and now is different. It's this cancel culture that they got, where you got to watch what you say. Where a person like you say what the hell they want.
Yeah, I've never had a problem. No one's never come at me. Every now and then you might get something on Instagram. I mean, you know, and I block them because, like I said this in an interview the other day, what social media did, it gave ignorant people a seat at the table. See, we're grown. So back in the day, if a child, I'm gonna call him a child, would speak to a grown-up, you'll say stay in a child's place.
Yeah.
But now a kid could be in a grown-up's conversation. And sometimes you find yourself actually going to battle with a person whose IQ is not that intelligent or don't have enough experience in life, that you're on social media arguing with, or you have someone with no pictures. Some people don't take the time to look to see that the person just probably put this post up. They got 3 followers, 2 posts. They argue with you because they was cowards to let you know who they truly was. So you see yourself arguing. I just block when I have an issue, which is very rare, but I'll block it because there's gonna be something you're gonna say on one of these platforms that's gonna trigger anger towards a person. And I always laugh when people protect the fan.
Yeah.
That they don't know. That person, you've never been to their house. You don't know who they are, but you wanna fight for them, but you have no idea who they truly are. It's hilarious to me.
You know what I thought about for you, because I know you. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. I always thought, you know what, TK can fill that void.
Yeah. So the thing about what Vlad did, what was interesting, me and Kevin Samuels was doing an interview together with me and with Vlad, and he died right before that's supposed to happen. Vlad did a survey of who will you take relationship advice for. It's Kevin Samuels, and they said TK Kirkland was second, which I thought that was a true compliment. So what I do with relationships, that what me and Kevin Samuels was going to do, because I think Kevin Samuels was hard on the women, like destroying them.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, but I like to give you game on how to win.
Okay, so you're saying he was just rough on them. He didn't get rough on them and then tell them.
Give them solution.
Yeah.
See, I believe in giving a bitch a solution. Like, hey, you fucked up for this amount of years, but if you listen to me, I'm going to show you how to win. You can't shut them down and not give them the game on how to win. And I want to give women the game on how to win. So I'll still take that same approach of Kevin Samuels, but then I'll flip it right around and say, but this is what I want you to do. If you listen to me, you can make it.
I think you'll be dope with that, because knowing you so long, you've been doing this even before Kevin Samuels.
Oh, way before Kevin Samuels. Yes. I had to sacrifice relationships. I met some nice people in my journey, but I couldn't settle down. I wanted to continue making something of myself. I love life too much to be with a woman who might be easily get upset, might easily say, oh, you're going too much. I didn't sign up for this, right? So I stay away from that because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't want to depress them. So I stay busy. I got children. I take good care of them. And but I love it though, Regg. Staying at the Ritz-Carlton on the patio, presidential suites, room service, driving the finest cars around the world, wearing some of the best clothes, got the finest jewelry. It may not be what the world has trained us to think about. Oh, married, kids, the white picket fence. Nigga, but what? I wouldn't change for nothing in the world.
So you never get that urge to be like, you know what? That I want that picket fence, the dog.
No, you
the
think about it
family.
because we're brainwashed to be married. We're brainwashed to think about that. You just got to be strong. That's where my discipline comes in. I don't allow myself to think like that. I'm a good dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, I meet a woman, and that's why I usually try to date women who are in relationships. You know, I like dating married women and women who got boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? I could take them out because I need them to have a companion, someone you could yell at, someone you could talk to all the time. I'm the guy that you date to have a good time. Like, if you want to go to Paris,
You're
you
the
know,
fun.
you want to go to Dubai, you want to get fucked real good because you've been with your husband so long, y'all don't have sex no more. So I make it that when you go back home, you're happy to be there because you got this other situation going on. So you don't mind doing shit. You know, like you sweeping, you cooking and shit because you got this nigga. You know, I'm the backup plan, you know? So whenever you want to have a good time, here come TK. Oh, it's 4 months. He coming back around, TK.
Families together.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
So-
I keep families together. You know? Because they be trying to leave their families.
They be trying to leave the
Yo,
people
them
with you.
bitches be on my chest, rubbing my balls, and they be like, "Oh, are you leaving today?" I'm like, "Yeah, my flight leaves at 3. I want to go with you." And I'm like, No. You have to stay.
You always talked about cheating being a rich man's sport.
Yeah, because I think that when a man does cheat, it's an old saying, you got to make sure you take care of home.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do cheat, you got to make sure that the woman that you're rocking with, if you want her to be yours, you have to contribute. You got to make sure that she's living right, she's moving a certain way, and her mindset is right. See, because some females will take your money, but she's not loyal to you. She's still dating other people. So a man truly got to be conscious of that, because money can't always buy people.
So if you rich and you cheat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should the woman cut out or should she understand?
The wife?
Yeah.
I think the man should have never put himself in that situation.
What, to get caught?
To be married. I believe that the richer you are, you shouldn't be married. You got too much to lose.
Mm-hmm.
You got too much to lose, man. And if you know that you're a cheater, see, most people don't know who they are. See, most people know they ain't shit, but they'll still get married. That don't make sense to me. Like, you know you ain't shit, but you still gonna get married. So you get married, in less than 2 weeks, you out fucking another woman or a woman. I've had sex with women who are married.
So what do that make them?
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't trip. Like I convince them to go home, or make sure you delete my number when you go. I give them game on how to keep seeing me. Like, I want to continue seeing you, so I tell you to delete my number. I tell you to do certain things, wipe your mouth, take a shower before you leave, before you go back home. That's just me, But I give them the game. If you get caught, I got you. Like, see, a man to cheat and mess with a woman that's married, but she get caught, he gone. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you get caught fucking with me.
Tell me, what would you do in this situation? So Tyrese was in an interview with his girl,
Yes.
and she said in the interview, while he's sitting right there, that he wasn't my type. Tyrese wasn't my type. I really didn't like him. I liked Paul Walker, who was his co-star and his homie in Fast and Furious.
Right.
What would you do in that situation? That, to me, that's disrespectful.
Yeah. Was she playing though?
No, she said that he knew that he wasn't the type. She said she thought he was kind of old, but she liked his smile. And she said she's not really into white boys, but she thought Paul Walker was cute. And that's more of her type than Tyrese.
I mean, that's just life. It's like, you and your wife, you got that favorite star. You might like Beyonce. She might say, "Oh, there go your boy." It's all in fun. You can't take it too seriously. And two, I believe that
I think it's cool if that's y'all sitting in a house.
Yeah,
Not no interview.
Not no interview, and that's what I was getting ready to go. One, you don't put your bitch on an interview. See, the more I love you, the less you sing.
She's an Instagram model.
Right, yeah. Other than that, that's the problem with these actors. You blow these girls up even more when you rock with them and you on social media and all that shit. Nah, bitch, I'm gonna walk down the red carpet. You better not say nothing to a motherfucker. Like, I'm gonna do this and we gonna get on out. I'm not here to make you a star. You know, some girls will go out with a dude and all of a sudden she's famous.
But it's hard for you not to do that because you're TK. If you walking down the red carpet with a girl, they want to know who's the chick.
So I'm gonna give you game. You ready?
Yep.
You don't take nobody with you. See, I got daughters. So when I start doing other things, my daughters will walk with me before I have a female that I like walk with me. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you that opportunity to shine on me. And that's not a bad thing. He said, I don't know I'm gonna be with you next year or the year after that. I'm you know, it's not hating. I just move different.
They've been together for 2 years. I just feel like if you felt like that, one, don't tell me that shit. First.
Yeah, and don't say it on no interview. Like, that's what I'm saying about certain men. You move a certain way as a man, bitch, know what to say and not to say around you. This is a fact, you know? And everybody know I represent a man, like a man. Like, I represent, it's a code to this shit. And I'd have checked it. A bitch said that to me, and they're like, bitch, what? Cut the motherfucker. I'd have been, oh, nigga, it'd have been on as a man.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things I'm not going to say in front of my lady to make her look crazy. That's so it's just a matter of respect. You know,
that's what I said.
You gotta have respect, and it can't be no game. All them couples that be joking all the time with each other. It's just good to have fun. But when you start joking too much, now you start saying, oh, bitch, that's why you got a big head. Now it starts getting a little personal. He's like, all right, nigga, you going a little far now. Yeah. You know, you got me good last week. Now you really going deep and shit. Like, I don't do that. That's what I was telling somebody the other day. I don't do roasts. Like them comedy roasts.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not that nigga. Because I'm not really a comedian. I'm a guy who got lucky in this game. I'm a college graduate / street hustler / businessman / comedian. But if I did a roast and niggas was really clowning me, nigga, I'm going to the car. I'm going to get the gun. Everybody get the fuck up out of here. It's about to be, nigga, you got me fucked up, dog. Everybody, I'm coming back, nigga. Because I don't play that. That's why you don't never, you know me a long time.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen me be silly?
Nah, I've never seen you joke with nobody.
Never.
No.
Over 20 years, you ain't never seen me on some goofy shit. Never. Now, even I could be talking to you in my green room.
Yeah.
And then go right on stage and make people laugh. But even when I'm on stage telling jokes, I ain't giggling.
No, you're not.
I ain't doing that shit. You know, because everything I do, my DNA, I just move a certain way. And it's not that I can't. One of my homies just said, "Nigga, you just too cool." But it's in my DNA. You know, everything since I was a baby, I was smooth. So.
But the roast supposed to be celebrating a person.
Yeah, no. Not me, nigga. You celebrate me, shut the fuck up. Give me some champagne and shit. You want to celebrate me? Give me some champagne, let me pour everybody a glass. That's my type of roast. And sit around and just have good conversation. That's the kind of shit I like.
All right.
Yeah.
So now, you know, they got all these lists about the top rappers, because it's 50 years of hip hop.
Yes.
The top rappers, and you know everybody's getting involved in that.
Yes,
you've been around for a long time, from the days of the NWA.
Yes.
And TK's top rappers, from your point of view, from what you've been through in hip hop.
I would definitely say, and people, it's gonna hurt people's feelings, but I was there. I've seen shit with my own eyes. It would be Eminem, number 1.
Okay.
DMX, number 2. What's my man name from Brooklyn with the sidekick? Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Will be number 3. Busta Rhymes cold, brother.
We just did a DMX versus Busta Rhymes throwdown on the radio.
Oh, I bet that was insane.
It was crazy. DMX took him though.
Yeah, DMX is good, but but I have DMX number 2 and Busta Rhymes, so I can see that. Yeah, because I toured with DMX too, and I toured with Busta Rhymes. I've seen what they have done.
Definitely two of the best performers in the business.
Oh my God, dog!
Definitely.
I seen DMX when I was on that Rough Rider tour. I see him hold down the stage by himself. No background dancers.
Yeah. No nothing.
No nothing. Just him.
And
in
this
a
is
fucking
20,
jumpsuit.
30,000 people.
Just in a fucking jumpsuit. By himself, dog. I seen it.
And the crowd is engaged.
Engaged. Like he nigga. Man. And I remember we toured all around the country and we got to Los Angeles. The thing that impressed people about my stand-up was that I touched everybody. So we had the Great Street Crips. So everybody had like the first 9 rows. And I had everybody so captivated in my stand-up. Then you had DMX come do his thing. And I got so much praise for on that tour with Jay-Z. And because what a lot of comedians who don't know, because we don't do this no more, how talented you truly have to be to rock a rap concert.
Yes.
Like, you got to understand what we're talking about here. You got to be good to rock a rap concert.
Especially when they're not really expecting to see that.
Exactly. And I've done that, not just one tour, all the tours. So every now and then I get people from back in the day who's at one of them tours and they go, yo, you was the man. Like, cause I was entertained and I was really making it pop off. Yeah. And now when it comes to groups, ain't nobody coded NWA. NWA had an effect on the culture that was so phenomenal that I didn't even understand what it was back then. Their influence was so powerful that even before I met Eazy-E, I heard a tape at a concert that a DJ played, and I saw kids lose their mind. They wasn't even performing, and people lost their mind. It just so happened Bobby Brown was with me. I was doing a concert with Albie Shore, Tina Marie, Keith Sweat, and during intermission they played Eazy-E. We Want Easy. And I didn't know who he was. And Bobby was like, yo, there they go right there. And I walked up the stage and I walked up to Eazy. Because, I'm always been my man, not knowing what I'm doing now. And I said, yo, I'm T to the motherfucking K. And he looked at me, he said, nigga, I'm Easy motherfucking E. We chopped it up, we exchanged numbers. Him, Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube came to see me perform a week later. The Suge Knight was there also. And Easy said, let's go. Took me on my first national tour. Straight out of motherfucking Compton. That shit was off the chain.
You was in the Express Yourself video.
I was in Express Yourself video. And anything NWA had, I was in their shit. And what people don't know, and I think I never said this before Eazy-E died, I was starting Ruthless Comedy. Me, him, and Jerry Heller.
Wow.
Yeah, that was gonna be insane, yo. He allowed me to have my own vision, the same way he did Bone Thugs and Harmony. He was gonna allow me to have Ruthless Comedy. And then I was gonna do that with 50, man. We was at 50's house.
Yeah.
And it was gonna be Ruthless Comedy, it was gonna be called the G's of Comedy. And Chris Lighty at that time took too long. We went to go have our meeting with MCM agency, and I think it's MCM, William Morris in Hollywood, me, Chris Lighty, the agent. We had everything set. And then it took Chris Lighty a year to sign the contract. By that time, I didn't want to do the deal no more, and I walked away from the deal.
Why you didn't want to do the deal?
Because 50 was losing momentum, and I understood this game at the time. When I needed 50 to be at the top of his game to do the G's of Comedy. But in the music business, his record sales was declining. So that was my decision to do that. But 50 was gonna give me an opportunity. I just walked away from it, and I said I'll do this shit on my own. And then I kept doing stand-up, and then bam, Charlemagne went from Wendy Williams to his own show.
Yeah.
And I wasn't following radio that much. And my son one day said to me, Dad, you should do the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne, I said, I knew Charlamagne was a bae. I said, I ain't rocking with them kids. That's what I was calling them kids. And my son convinced me. And once I went on Breakfast Club, bam.
I remember you on there saying, I didn't know how big y'all was.
Exactly. I did not know. And that's because of my son. Because I wasn't watching because Charlamagne was like a little nephew to me. You know what I'm saying? So when I went on there, nigga, listen to me. When I went on Breakfast Club, I think they was on the 18th floor. By the time I got to the lobby, I was famous.
It was at their height too, at their beginning.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. By the time I hit the lobby, I was famous.
All right, so now 50 years of hip hop. I think when they say hip hop, a lot of things tie into hip hop. Comedy could tie into hip hop because you been on tours,
right? I'm sorry to interrupt, and I think you're absolutely right. And what I want to say with that, in the 50 years of hip hop, the original hip hop comedian is T.K. Kirkland. This is a fact. Because one, if you didn't start before 1985, there's no way you could say that you're hip hop's first comedian. If you didn't start by 1988, because I was on tour with NWA.
88?
1988.
Okay.
Most of these people kids. I just happen to look young and stay fly, but I'm in my 60s.
The Nothing But Love for You video with Heavy D. What year did that come out? That's when Chris Tucker and Talent was.
Yeah, but they still.
That was.
Yeah, way Heavy D
after.
wasn't even around in early 80s.
Yeah.
He might have been all right in Mount Vernon. They was getting to know him, but not nationwide.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I posted a video. Ice Cube talked about Laylaw, and I got my man, my comedian, T.K. Kirkland, and the crowd didn't really laugh. He said, you must have talked about some bitches out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I posted that 3 weeks ago.
You know what? And I've seen some of your videos. Like I seen Jamie Foxx introduce you. I think it was Laugh-A-Palooza.
Laugh-A-Palooza, yeah.
And he was like, this next brother I'm about to bring to the stage, he probably fucked half y'all ladies in his crowd.
No. I'm going to say what he really said. He said, half the comedians in this country is scared of T.K. Kirkland. Not literally people, just for our stand-up. He said, because T.K. could go into a dance club and shut it down. See, we used to have a club back in L.A. called The Palace, and it used to be thousands of people dancing. When they announced comedy upstairs, everybody left the dance floor. This is for people who got famous. Will Smith, Tiny, everybody like who was on their way coming up in this business used to come to the room upstairs in the Palace, packed house. So comedians who came up during that time, DL, the Martin Lawrences, the Jamie Foxxes, you know, and Jamie would say like, this brother was so cool. You know, I used to wear the diamond belt buckle and all that. So I see my influence on so many people. From the coats that I used to wear, the diamonds and all that kind of stuff. I see it. I don't say nothing. I just sit back and watch, you know, because I've been blessed so well in this game. I don't, you know, I'm not petty. I ain't got to trip about shit.
Your top comedians right now, all time.
You know, I say all of it, and I'm going to tell you why. I think all the comics from what I've seen from 1985 to now, I think they all are decent. And I'm gonna tell you why decent. Because I don't see nobody put in work the way you're supposed to put in work as a comedian. And being a comedian is a 24/7 getting your PhD. Every day you gotta read. Every day you gotta look at a documentary. Every day you gotta watch the news. Every day you have to be observant. Every day you have to know what's going on in the white community, Spanish community, black community. You gotta know what's going on in the country music. You gotta know what's going on in the white community. You gotta know what's going on in politics. You gotta know what's going on with laws in this country, right? So that you can be prepared when you're on stage. What I see comedians on stage, if I had to give them a national average of comedians, I give them a high D.
High D?
High D. Yeah.
Damn.
Now I'm going. So now, since I brought that up and hear myself talk, I'll put Godfrey, and D.L. Hughley, number ones, and let me tell you why.
Those two that you have been.
Yeah, they come from under my wing.
Yeah.
And because I taught them the game, and their intellect in this business is phenomenal because they're prepared. A great comedian to me is a person who's prepared. And I watch a lot of comedians. A lot of comedians are not prepared.
You wouldn't put Chappelle in there?
Oh, yeah, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
But Dave Chappelle's not making people laugh. Dave Chappelle's whole show is just talking, if that makes any sense.
I get what you're saying.
But he'll sell out an arena. But here's what a great comedian is. This is where I put myself number one.
Okay.
You ready? And you see me. I can do 2 hours straight and have you laughing for 120 minutes. From beginning to end.
Okay.
From beginning to end. Now, most comedians can't do that. Most comedians can have you laugh after that. But I'm talking about joke for joke. If we had some type of way of going joke for joke, I don't think nobody can outdo me.
I will say this. I was with you. I think we might have been
About
at the
2 years. Yeah, Funny Bone.
And it was 5 shows. It was 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. And I will say, every show you did a different set. That I was impressed about.
Yes.
I talked about that to people. I was like, yo, I was with TK the whole weekend, and he did a different set every show.
Every show.
And you really don't get that.
Right. And I had a guy one time he said one time I did the same shit, and he must have caught me on the day I was tired, because I have so much material, but we're human. We get tired. Nick, I'm tired. I'm gonna do whatever comes to my mind so fast I can get the fuck out of there to go sleep, because they don't think we get tired.
Yeah.
And even though a lot of comedians work, they don't work like me, bro.
Yeah.
They don't work like me. Everybody's working, but they not working like me.
Well, I know you work.
I'm working.
That's one thing I will say. My man TK Kirkland, listen, bro, we could talk forever.
No. Let me show you love, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, this brother right here, one of the most solid gentlemen I've ever met in my motherfucking life, and I just love men with good character, good strength, and he's one of these guys. Keep supporting him. Also, thank you for always showing me love, and to all the fans out there, to my new fans who might gonna like what I say, to the women who want to cheat on your husband and have that side nigga to make you feel good, and listen, holler at me, and maybe we could be in the matching pajama set around the holidays and take family pictures on our own. We could put that at my house, then you can go back home and do what you got to do and wear your slides and stuff at your husband's house. No, I'm messing with you. TK Kirkland, ladies and gentlemen.
My man TK Kirkland, Big Regg, Big Talk. Make sure you follow him. Give me your Instagram and all of that.
Yo, TK_Kirkland, especially for the podcast. DM me. You have situations, I swear to God, listen to the podcast before you send me any information if you want to, but my show will change your life, all right? Play the player, pimp the pimp.
All right, you know what it is. Big Regg Talk, BIGREGG Talk. Follow me and follow the family, man. Hot 937 FM. We out.